Welcome to Game 2 of the series. Luvnest beat Cruzz pretty bad in Game 1 with some well-executed stern pile flanks on Cruzz's overextended riflemen, got some early wipes, secured an early advantage, pressed it, and then that was pretty much the game. Very quick victory for Luvnest. Let's see what happens in Game 2. Luvnest now playing as Soviets against Cruzz's Ostheer. Blitzkrieg, Festung armor, and Lightning War in Cruzz's loadout, which I think I've seen him use before. Like I was saying earlier, he has a tendency to go with pretty non-medic commanders. No mechanized assault, no close air support. Luvnest is going to be going with guard, motor, shock rifle, and armored assault tactics. So,
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
let's see what happens. Pio's going for the strategic point right there. Cruzz making his way north with his first squad of grenadiers, I think. Yeah. And Luvnest has actually skipped past his cutoff here so that he can make a very early push for the south fuel, where he should be able to win any engagements against Pios and Grenadiers. Throwing down barbed wire just like he did in Game 1, try and make it more difficult to capture this area, and conscripts are going to throw up a sandbag fighting position here on the hill to defend against any advancing infantry. But Cruzz looks like he's just going to go hard north for now, taking control of the strategic and victory points there. Not even going to make an attempt for the south fuel, where he knows Luvnest is probably going very hard.
Pioneers ready for anything. Taking fire from Ivan.
Conscripts taking control of the munitions point right there. Repositioning a little bit. Pio's hiding behind this fence. Conscripts will just jump into the cutoff house. One squad of conscripts now heading north as Luvnest starts to spread out. He has taken control of strategic and victory and fuel points here in the south with a little bit of cover constructed. He may continue his advance or just simply defend. Here in the north, conscripts will jump into this building. Try and engage against those grenadiers, which have grabbed this point, repositioned into the church. Probably won't be able to win
This is now German territory.
in a siege against this building for too long. Although there are 4 south-facing windows against the green cover position by that tank. Pios are taking a lot of damage in this engagement. They will prevent the construction of that cover, but they have to retreat. They do buy a little bit of time for those grenadiers to get a couple shots off. Drop one conscript model. Looks like both players are pulling away from that engagement, though. Cruzz wants to maintain control of this church, but also try and engage as well as possible here around the munitions. Try and push some conscript squads into retreating if at all possible. Catch them while they're vulnerable, and Cruzz is going to field a sniper now. Try and bleed some of Luvnest's infantry and punish him for his usage of conscript sandbags, which we know Luvnest likes to spam those pretty hard. This won't be able to protect him from an Ostheer sniper. That squad better retreat. What is that late retreat from Luvnest? That's going to be a wipe, I think. Nice wipe by Cruzz. And this is looking like the exact opposite of Game 1, with Cruzz now securing that extremely early wipe, although those Pios should run away. They will survive. Grenadiers in the church should be able to hold this position. This Grenadier squad jumps into this little shed thing. I think they can both fire. Yeah, they both have a window to shoot out of since it's only a 2-man squad and they will have green cover. These conscripts fell a little bit low. Grenadiers are going to try and work on the point. Conscripts have one window, I think. I don't know, this hedge makes it kind of hard to tell. It looks like that window can't fire, so just one window for those conscripts to fire out of, whereas all 6 of these grenadiers are shooting back, so conscripts will lose that and be forced to retreat. Grenadiers in the church seem to still be doing pretty much fine. Conscripts have taken control of both of these strategic points, though. The flamethrower has been upgraded on these Pios. They're partially reinforced and leading the charge for a sniper, which is not going to be able to get a line because of this hedge right here. But Cruzz seems to be engaging very well. As for model losses, it looks like Cruzz is probably in the lead by 5, and he's also wiped a squad, so off to a great start. Sniper hits the field and starts putting pressure on conscripts, which are also going to be forced to retreat. Fortunately, Luvnest does have still very good map control. He cut Cruzz off from everything here in the north briefly. He also has held the 1 fuel point for pretty much the entire game. It's just manpower where Cruzz is pulling ahead with his sniper, and he's now trying to take control of the south strategic point, possibly also the munitions point if possible. Sniper hitting the field a little bit late and has already got 4 kills though at 5 minutes, so it's doing well, and it's poised to really bleed Luvnest. And like I said, it will be the perfect counter to conscripts just sitting in these green cover positions. Being spotted for by the grenadiers in the church as well. Has lots of vision, and those conscripts cannot stay there. So there they go. Nicely done by Cruzz. Flush those conscripts out of cover. Flamethrower pyos are going to take control of the munitions here in the center. Sniper moving to support. Lots of yellow and green cover in this general area, so it's a great place for that sniper to hover. Picks off one conscript in the building. This squad is simply going to retreat from the south entirely. Luvnest probably felt they were a little overextended. He was probably right to retreat them, since if they got caught and engaged, there's a very good chance they would have gotten wiped on retreat. As it is, they're only escaping very, very narrowly. Sniper is doing pretty good, up to 8 kills now at 6 minutes, so he's already starting to get a great return, 9 kills on that investment. Conscripts are going to try and oorah straight towards that sniper to pressure it into retreating. 2 squads, in fact, so the sniper's just going to retreat. I don't think Cruzz feels comfortable sticking around for too long. There's no real danger of it getting wiped though, and Cruzz has gone with a second sniper. That is very, very bold. It will, of course, delay Cruzz's tech significantly. He may not have even gotten battle phase 1 yet. No, he has not. And no healing bunker either, by the way. But that's okay. He doesn't need to heal this sniper just yet. It still has quite a bit of health remaining. Cruzz harassing this point and the cutoff. There's tier 1 from Luvnest, by the way, to try and counter that sniper. He will catch those flamethrower pyos way overextended. Grenadiers are sort of in range for the Panzerfaust, but I think it's too late to save that squad, and it goes down. Here comes the Panzerfaust. Big crit, though. That could be a wipe, too. Both of these wipes are really going to cost Cruzz, especially with a double sniper build. And conscripts oorahing into the second sniper, catch it out of position. And this one's out of position. Oh, he was so not expecting this flamethrower car. There goes that sniper, and there goes that grenadier squad.
Sniper reporting.
And is that game? Wow. That's game. The shock value of that M3. Cruzz just got shut down so hard after such a promising start. GG, and Luvnest takes it.